This looks like a job for Superman.
Hey everybody, Rez the Collector here, and it is collection update time. Now, as you can see, we are not yet in my collection room, but it has started to spill out into the other room because I have no more space. So you can see just a little bit of spillage out here. There, of course, is the big S leading into the Fortress of Solitude. So let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, first stop as always, we've got the nice Superman poster, and there's Chewie. Going to see if I've left any food anywhere he can get it. There's the Superman poster, the DVD rack, and the boxes for statues and figures and the like. I've got so many figure boxes, it's just not even funny anymore. There, of course, you can see the 7-pack We Can Be Heroes set. The Superboy boxes, Superman, that actually still has a figure in it though. And the rest of these are just figure and empty statue boxes. Just basically used for display purposes. Now we're going to do the cases last. Now, of course, there is the Superman and Return of Superman sets. My tin signs, there's another one there. My Christopher Reeve picture, just some cups, my painting cup, which needs to be dumped because it still has water in it, a couple of puzzles, one of which my sister-in-law gave me, and the other was a gift from the awesome Travis, otherwise known as Trav Nasty. Got some New Frontier figures, of course that blinding lamp that's always there, some Blackest Night, and some Hush figures. Coming around, we've got the Marvel / Star Wars / Star Trek section. As you can see, it's very tiny. As you can see, I've been messing with the Hall of Armor a little bit. I took out Ironmonger, and they're just kind of sitting in there chilling, literally sitting. Of course, we've got some Star Wars stuff. We've got the signed poster by George Perez, and these little drawings by a dude named R.A.K. He's at Chicago Comic-Con every year. Got some Superman and Batman cups. Another Superman cup with a bunch of hero clicks and my Green Lantern model in it. The Superman lamp. Various diorama items. An old wizard cover. A cape, a hat, another hat under that. And a couple of Hawkman figures. So that's basically the walls and such. As you can see, here's my desk. There's the ever-present Diet Cherry Dr. Pepper, which is a mainstay of the Perez household. As you can see, this is my reviewing space. And we've got a figure all set up to review. Alright, let's take a look at the cases. Now this is where you're going to be seeing the majority of the differences in the collection. I kind of glanced over, but there's all my painting and diorama stuff there. And the Pez dispensers. Can't forget the Pez dispensers. Alright, so I did something different. As you can see, the Superpowers figures are gone. Well, not gone, they've been moved. And I lowered that top shelf to allow more room in this cabinet for larger figures up top. And then the next shelf, where the Hot Toys used to sit, has also been adjusted. I've gone ahead and moved like the Superboy model, the Kingdom Come Superman statue, there's the Kotobukias and my extra Superboy with the goofy leg, and then a Supergirl anime statue with the Supergirl bust. My Eagle Moss pieces are up here as well. Superboy, Bizarro, and a Superman bust there. The next level, of course, is the Man of Steel statues. And I've got them spread out a little bit more, and then I've got one room on this level. And of course, they're waiting the arrival of the new Ed McGuinness statue. And you can see the Red Sun figure I picked up recently. I got him on card, and I can't bring myself to open him. I don't know if I ever will. But there are the awesome Man of Steel statues. We come down to the figure level. And this, of course, being loose figures. As you can see, the addition of the risers to my collection just basically made all the difference in the world. Honestly, there would be so much more spill out into that other room if I hadn't been able to pick up these risers. It just, yeah, there's so much more that you can see, so much more that it brings out in the collection, and so much more space to be had. As you can see there, we've got a nice amalgam of Superman figures from Customs. You can see a custom Earth 2 there, and my custom Superman battle armor from Man of Steel figures, to the DC Direct Through the Ages figures, and basically every figure in between. There's another custom there, the black shirt Superboy. And another custom, the Justice Lord Superman, made with the New 52 body. Now down here on the last shelf is where all the big statues were moved. As of course you can see the Man of Steel Movie Masters figures there in the background. Those of course all in packaging. And then we've got the Kotobukiya Man of Steel with the posable cape. We've got the Man of Steel Hot Toy. We've got the must-have Christopher Reeve from Hot Toys. We've got the Kotobukiya Superman for Tomorrow and the Man vs. Machine. We of course got the Mini Bowen, the Superman and Zod that came with the Blu-ray set. So there you go. There's the adjustments to the Superman cabinet. It is now just a Superman cabinet with the removal of the Superpowers figures. Everything in there basically, I think, other than some of the villains and the one lone Nightwing Superman, everything in here bears the S. Alright, on to the other cabinet. This is basically the everything else cabinet. As you can see here on the left, we've got various lanterns and a nice little lantern display there out front. Then we come into flashes on one of the risers, and we'll do the front row last. We've got flashes on the risers. As you can see, we've got some Golden Ages in the back, coming into some Barry and Wally, and then finally to Kid Flash, Flashpoint, and the DCUC Zoom up front. The next riser over, as you can see, we've got Captain Marvel, the Good Lex Luthor, Green Arrow, Martian Manhunter, Firestorm, Earth 2 Robin, a nice Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and the new Capullo Nightwing. And then the last riser is, of course, various Batman figures and Batman paraphernalia. Of course, you can see some in-package figures there at the back. Just stuff that I never opened. Of course, I've got the Michael Rosenbaum signed Flash back there, and some of the Batman Unlimited figures that I never opened. And of course, there's the Michael Keaton Batman from the new Multiverse line. Now, down in this level had originally just solely been villains, and then aside from the in-package, of course, we've got the 12-inch Mattel Zod. Again, awesome pick up for me from Travis Nasty. And then we come into the risers with the multiple versions of the Crime Syndicate. Oh, actually, New 52 up front here. As you can see, I've got the entire, basically, New 52 Justice League. The only one I'm missing is Aquaman, because fuck Aquaman. I have him in the 7-pack, of course, but I haven't opened that. But I prefer the Shazam, like basically the Trinity War movie, making Shazam a member of the League instead of good old Aquanuts. Alright, back down here. As you can see, we've got the original DC Direct 5-figure Crime Syndicate. We've got then the DCUC 5-pack Walmart exclusive. And then down front we have the new 52 Forever Evil Crime Syndicate. And of course that syndicate was joined by both Deathstorm and, as you can see here between Superwoman and Owlman, Atomica. She was an add-on in the Johnny Quick figure. Coming over to here, you can see the rest of those risers. We've just got some basic baddies in the back. Anti-Monitor, very cool Connect and Connect figure. Yellow Lantern, Scarecrow, Lex Luthor, a little Darkseid, and a Despero. And then of course we've got Black Lantern Hal, the very, very awesome Talon figure from the Capullo series, though mine, his ab crunch is a little loose, so he kind of wobbles back and forth, but still a very cool figure. We've got the Flash versus the Captain Cold statue. We've got the Spectre figure, who actually I was supposed to be trading with a guy a long time ago. I've had him actually in a box ready to ship. Sent the guy my address, waiting to ask for his, and he never contacted me again. So I finally actually just took him out today. In the back there, kind of lurking in the darkness, you can see the huge Darkseid New 52. And then we have the new riser I just picked up today, and the moved Superpower figures. The only one that's not on here is actually, if you can see him back there, Parademon fell. And I couldn't risk going back there to get him to pick him up, because with anything like this, the risk of going back there and grabbing something, you risk knocking everything else down. So he really wasn't worth picking up, because if everything else fell, it was going to take me way too much time to put it back up, and I just really didn't want to do it. And then, of course, finishing off the other side, just like we have on the right side, we have a General Zod, this being the DC Multiverse. Now, of course, there's quite the size difference between this gentleman and this gentleman, but they are at both corners of the case, basically guarding it with their Kryptonian evilness. And of course, we've got the basic League and a few extra members here, and the Superpowers figures, and some baddies back there, and of course the ever awesome Batmobile back there in the back. I've got some more Superpowers vehicles, but I've got them kind of in storage. So there you go, guys. That is the collection. There's been a lot of additions. A lot of these new 52 figures are additions from the last time you saw it. Of course, there's the new Earth 2 Flash, the Kid Flash with the busted leg. He's been glued. There's been quite a few additions to the collection. Of course, all these risers are new. Just really, if you've got a lot of loose figures and you're looking to make your cases look great or your displays look great, that's something I very much recommend. Because it allows you to condense your figures while still being able to show off each and every figure and all of its awesomeness. I will say that you guys probably noticed that my displays are a little bit different in that there are no dynamic or articulated comic book art displays currently, and that's because, as you can tell, I just don't have the room for that kind of thing anymore. Maybe once I'm able to move into another room of the house and get maybe another display case, I'll be able to do that kind of stuff again. But as for right now, there's just no room in the collection to do that kind of thing. Even with the space I opened up today by lowering that shelf up there, I mean, yeah, that gave me a little space up top, and I could condense those guys and have a little room up there. But not really anything to pull off what I had been doing with, like, the epic Darkseid fight and the War of the Worlds fight I had going on between crime syndicates and Justice Leagues. I don't have the space for that kind of thing anymore. I hope to again someday, but right now, kind of in this cramped little room and working with what I got. But I am really, really happy with how the collection looks. I'm ecstatic with a lot of the pieces that I've been able to pick up. Of course, there you can see the new Bizarro that I picked up there on the right, and the new 52 Bizarro on the left. Those were great, great pieces to get. You can see I picked up that nice robotic Brainiac back there. You can see back here behind the metallic new 52 Superman, there's an empty space. That's the figure that's getting reviewed goes, and he's going to be kind of heart attack giving, trying to get him back there without knocking down everything else, because that's just something you don't want to hear, is those figures raining down. You can see, yeah, there's been a lot of additions. I'm really happy with how the collection is right now. Of course, I always want it to continue to grow. I've got Chicago Comic-Con coming up, and I'll be going back to work full-time middle of July, so money won't hopefully be as terribly tight as it has been, with me being only getting 60% of my pay. We're going to have to dig out the hole we've been in, but it won't be as stressful, hopefully. Looking forward to that. But definitely looking forward to Comic-Con, definitely looking forward to some great additions. Sorry, that kind of just went all dark on you. Now, of course, I've got quite a few things coming up for review, but if there's anything here that you haven't seen me review and you'd like me to review, please go ahead and let me know, and I would be happy to go ahead and review it. Or even if it's something that I have reviewed in the past or talked about in the past and you'd like to see again, just to see something maybe I didn't discuss, go ahead and let me know that too, and I'd be happy to re-examine a figure. Because no review is perfect. Of course, mine are far from perfect. Nothing has fallen during this. I shouldn't say anything. Actually, just before I started the review, the Alfred E. Newman Superman up here had fallen over and actually looked like he was doing push-ups. But, yeah. Oh, I guess one last thing to display. There's the top of the case. As you can see, there's those resealable Crime Syndicate figures that I just picked up, the DC Direct ones. And, of course, the various boxes from statues for the big statues. And, of course, the Hot Toys box. Make great display items. Alright guys, well, I'm going to go ahead and call this video because I have a figure to review. And I'm going to go ahead and get on that. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the collection update. Sorry it's shaky because I'm doing this freehand. Oh, actually I just missed a couple things. There's one of the Batman figures and the in-package spare metallic New 52 Superman from Mattel. Alright, now we're done. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Of course, this is Rez the Collector. Please rate, comment, subscribe, find me on Facebook, and you have a nice day.